The old station house just stands at the entrance to Stockton over the Victoria Bridge here, and you can see that it's now got a different application. It's used for homeless, and we can't go in there, but obviously we're trying to make the thing look a little bit more like its heritage. So as you see from the garden in a minute, we've got some railway lines set up, and we're going to plant the planter there when they all arrive. Not quite sure how they're going to get it round there yet, because it's quite difficult. We'll give it a look in a minute. So, if you know anything about the history of railways, you will realise that we've just celebrated the 200th anniversary of passenger transport on the planet. And this is all due to Edward Pease, who was a Quaker in Darlington. And he said he'd front up the money for a coal railway from Shildon to Stockton so that they could get rid of the coal and put it in boats. But he said, you know what, you're coming through Darlington because I'm putting up the money. And so a passenger service was experimented with and was found to be so successful it changed the world. There's the tracks we've got. They're not standard gauge, and our planter isn't going to fit on there. It's going to fit over here. There's a special corner just prepared for it now, and hopefully the lads are going to turn up. And unfortunately I've chosen the last parking space, so I think this is going to be a tricky move. You're moving from the very busy interface with the bridge here and the big car junction to some relatively tranquil garden, and I think this will probably look pretty good when we've got it put there. I'm just waiting to see if they can get it here in the first place. What?
Oh, did he finish, Mark?
Yeah, he just arrived the right time, guys.
Yeah, and look as though you've been working.
We sit around there for hours.
Yeah, so the guys have just arrived as though they're going to do any work, because Nigel and Jeff have just about put things together. There we go. I shall put a split pin in to hold the wheels in. Unfortunately, Nigel suffers from flatulence.
Suffers from what?
Come on, Nigel, you know the drill. There we go. These are skilled artisans at work. I want you to know that. I'm the only one who's dressed smartly. They're a bit scruffy today, but it looks as though like they're workmen. There we go. At an angle. It wants to be artistic. Yes. Yeah. I do all the feng shui here. All right. Better go in for the team photograph, guys.
They've just come right.
That's pretty good.
I was talking to you earlier. I know.
How you doing, old boy?
Hello. Hey, man, it's a wagon. Are you gonna? You're coming to help.
I know, I need to leave.
Yeah, I'll
Actually,
come
it's
out.
about time
I'll be there in about.
No problem, mate.
I'll be about 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Right, that's cool. I just woke up, so...
Yeah, I knocked on your door. You were.
It's about time these lads were on the wagon.
So, I think it needs to put on varnish.
It's good. We're gonna paint it.
But I'll put it in
You
close and now.
have the responsibility of the paintbrush.
Linda, I'd have that indoors now because the web will fuck it.
Get in. Get in. Yeah.
You want to get in?
I'm coming now. I was getting a trap. Are you coming in, Peter?
No, no, I've got no responsibility for this. I just take the pictures.
Well, that's what I do.
And yeah, but
Give me 2 seconds, let it just load the Bluetooth.
okay, Linda, who are you and what are you about? Because you're wearing NHS stuff.
So I'm Linda Anschutz. I'm the primary care outreach nurse for patients with multiple disadvantages. So either homelessness, substance misuse, alcohol problems, quite often a combination of all three.
I can see how you got in touch with Men's Shed straight away.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I said, oh, who would identify?
Who are these people I could help? Well, they look pretty bad for a start off.
So the Queen's Nursing Institute offer a scholarship every year. So it's the Queen's Institute for Community Nurses, which is that logo, and offer a scholarship every year for 5 nurses throughout the country to promote a gardening project for well-being. And that's sponsored by the National Garden Centre, who fund the Queen's Institute for National Community Nursing. And every year you apply, you're shortlisted, and then if you're successful, you get given £5,000 to run a gardening project. It has to have physical health, mental health connotations, so digging and being outside obviously is some physical benefit and also mental health benefit. So I applied and was successful. Had to go to London 3 times where they helped us with the planning, making sure we understood the environmental aspects of it, and my bid was based on Bridge House, which is the oldest ticket office anywhere in the world to sell a railway ticket. And this year this was perfect because it's the bicentenary of the first railway ticket, railway journey, which actually came down here. This is where it finished. The rail track used to run down here. So, which is why we're very railway themed in our garden. We have our coal wagon, which Men's Shed's very kindly made for me, and a track which was made by a member, also a repeater, from Stockton and Darlington Railway, and then planted. We have been working on it. We've also got a garden project inside where we are growing vegetables and flowers and things like that. We've got a greenhouse in there. And once a week we all get together and have a session. Unfortunately, due to the nature of it being a hostel residents move on, so we haven't had the same people flow through the whole time. They've had a variety of people flow through. I found out about Men's Sheds because the Queen's Institute for Community Nursing at the workshops in London spoke of people who we could approach to help, and they specifically mentioned Men's Sheds. I couldn't figure out where the local Men's Sheds was, and I was at the tab for lunch one weekday, and saw the leaflet, picked it up, and then found you on Facebook, and that's how the beautiful relationship started.
Yes, well, we need help. Yes, so how did you source the idea, in terms of getting the parts together? I think we worked together on that, didn't we? Because we had to find some wheels, and wheels are really A, difficult to build, and B, very difficult to source, so we were very fortunate in the end.
Very expensive to source. So my initial idea is I just asked ChatGTP to design it for me, and within about a minute it designed it for me. I had tried to find one to buy and couldn't, and so I took that design and sent it off to Mark from Men's Sheds, and he said fine, but we need wheels, and he fortunately was able to source the wheels for me from eBay. They were remarkably heavy.
I found them actually.
Oh, did you find them? Sorry, Peter found them.
We found them together with our wheels for railway trains. Oh yeah, we have a lot of those. The steam railways are still going. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I did try from the reclamation people from National Rail and stuff. No, couldn't get them. So I was delighted.
Yeah, the scale needs to
Yes.
be just kind of right,
Yes.
doesn't it? And of course, Nigel and Jeff are the geniuses that did the most of the work on this. There's a lot of work gone into it. It's great, and I hope that people who live here will sort of take it on board and own it a bit. And you've got plenty of boxes to to plant and then
Rotate.
change round, and it'll be
Well,
really good.
We bought the bulbs because my official handover day to the hostel is on the 31st of March. So we've got all the spring bulbs bought so that come spring it will be beautiful. One of the reasons we wanted the front garden, there's a university hostel for Durham University there, and people walk past and there's so much negativity about inner Stockton that we wanted something beautiful in inner Stockton so that people when walking past will smile at it. And one of the things that, I mean, I know our lawn is a bit long now because of
It's getting set up for winter.
We're
Needs
setting up
to
for winter.
toughen
But
up.
we there used to be a lot of litter here. And since the residents have got involved with gardening, there's no litter. So I've been very, very pleased that they've actually taken great ownership of this. So.
Yeah, if anything's cared for, it's amazing how it takes on a new life.
So, and it's just been, and within, I think about the first week of us planting, we saw bumblebees in, and where there'd been nothing before. So.
Oh, it will obviously take more on itself every year that it becomes more mature, and that will settle in. It's looking a bit new now. It will settle into the background. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Linda.
You're very welcome.
It's good to
And
be
thanks to
working
Men
for
and
you.
Shades.
Yes, indeed.